Okay, let's see. This should be online. Alright. So, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy VIII for a little bit. I don't know how long. Oh, and when I actually get into the game, I'm gonna resize the window so that it fills the game window. I have no idea who this company is, and I have no idea who this company is. Oh, look, we have a title screen, and then afterward another title screen. And now we get Squaresoft. Okay. I think this is... Alright, there's our limited screen, so let me just fix this. It's gonna look a bit stretched, but I'd rather it fill the whole thing. Okay. Okay. I didn't have a chance to see your final game in Smash 4. Was it the Dragon Ball Z highlight you made? And Sparrow's here, so hello. Oh, it was the Dragon Ball Z highlight. Okay. Might need to see that. Alright, just need to stretch this just a wee bit more. Now, where's my phone? Up. Another part of it on the bottom needs to be stretched. There we go. And then it looks like it doesn't cover the bottom again. Oh, I get it. Adam Ant Concert. Huh. Never heard of that. Is that like a band or something? Because I don't follow music all that well. Alright, so real quick, I want to see this Dragon Ball Z highlight of Brandon's. Is this a modded version of Smash 4? Because these characters look too much like their Smash Melee versions. And I see Mario fans here. What the hell? Sacrifice! Sacrifice! Oh my god, sacrifice! Oh my god, Brandon, whoever did that kill, they did sacrifice. Oh my god, sacrifice. Alright, so... Adam Ant is an English musician. Oh, wow. Alright, let's see. We finally can play the game. Can I just say these character models look really good? I can't really speak for the backgrounds, but these character models, they actually look really good. Like, I guess they called this Final Fantasy VIII Remastered for a reason. You know, it's funny, the last time I played this game was on the original PS1 version, and basically, I made it as a live stream series on you-know-who's channel. More or less because I was afraid of getting copyrighted for the soundtrack, and well, he decided to use me for some frickin' free content, so whatever. I mean, at the time, I was fine with it. But nowadays, I don't give a shit about copyright, so I will play it on my channel. Wow. So what's new with everybody in the chat? Oh man, I wasn't even paying attention to Squall's dialogue option here. That's okay. I came back from work very recently, so I wasn't able to watch Brasa 455 and Games for Us' stream of Smash 4 because while I was working, all I was able to do was pop up in the chat very briefly. You know, some people complain about this and Final Fantasy IX not having analog control. Honestly, it does suck a little bit, but from what I understand, the reason why is because, well, they're based on the PC versions, which didn't have analog support. They were meant to be played with a keyboard. Does kind of suck they didn't try to implement it in this version, but yeah, out of the PS1 Final Fantasies, I think this one has the best graphics. Because, I mean, Final Fantasy IX, they went for an intentional kind of, not chibi art style, but, like, very stylized. Whereas this game, they went for making the character models more realistic. £2 bag of jelly beans. I do not remember the last time I ate jelly beans. RPG Maker, VX Ace, and MV. Is there a reason why you're playing both of them, or are you just kind of playing around in them? And is it because of me and shitty RPG? Call of Duty Ghosts. Out of curiosity, what do you think of the game? You think it's okay? Because it's funny, lots of Call of Duty fans think Ghost is one of the worst games in the series. And in fact, the Crappy Games wiki has like a page like covering like a whole shitload of flaws that whoever made the page thought the game had. But if you were to talk to MarioTube 101, he will go on an hour-long tirade about how Ghost is a better game than Black Ops 3. Because do not bring up Black Ops 3 to MarioTube 101, because he will lose his shit. Oh, I found the walk button. Yo, dude! Uh-oh. I just realized there's a part at the top that needs fixing. You know, I had no, like, those freaking guards right there, those staff of the garden, I had, this version of the game tries to make it more obvious that there's actually a human under there and not some kind of alien species or something. Because that's what I always thought when I played the original PS1 version. What the hell? Okay, have to fix it again. Yeah, YouTube's probably gonna give me a copyright email for this, but I don't care. Okay. Look at how good that character model looks. Seriously, I'm gonna go back in. Yeah, seriously, look at this character model. Definitely can't do that on the PS1. I mean, Jesus, this is probably... If it weren't for the pre-rendered backgrounds, I think this is the closest we get to a PS2 remake of the game. Take a look at that. Yo, dude! Wow. Now we're getting one of the famous FMV scenes from the game. Which supposedly was remade on the PS2 in order to basically serve as a tech demo for what the PS2 could do. Yep, here we go. Yeah, right now this game's giving me nothing to say. Does anyone else in the chat have something to say? Not right at the moment. Yeah, sadly I don't follow WWE. Okay. All Elite Wrestling. Oh. Haven't heard the TNT channel name in a while. Then I have to get rid of... Okay. Okay, oh, here we are. Oh, another tutorial I get to skip. Alright. Hopefully there's enemies that drop sleep in here. I mean, I'll admit, part of the reason I wanted the PS4 version was for the speed up feature. Makes getting magic a lot easier. See? This is one of my only gripes with this game, that it requires heavy amounts of draw grinding. Actually, I might want to kill one of these idiots. There, now not as many enemies kill us. Yeah, you can't imagine how long this would be, frickin' if I was playing on the PS1 version. And yet somehow I beat it on the PS1 version. Alright, hang on a sec. Probably gonna... Uh-oh. Alright, here we go. Expel some sleeping gas. It's not quite like the ogre's fart gas, but it's still very potent. Alright, we don't have enough... Nope, nope, nope. Alright, hang on. Just lowering my TV a bit more. You know what? Let's finish this. Wait, that wasn't enough? There it goes. Okay. Alright, we didn't get all the silences we need, but we did get all the sleeps. Alright. So what we want to do is heal a bit. And now, who is able to junction? Alright, he is. Uh-oh. Can she do it? Oh, yes, she can. We need sleep. And then maybe silence will go right there. Yeah, the junction system can be confusing to beginners, but once you figure out how to use it, this game gets really easy to break. And I don't know if there's a way to get over there. Hey, there's the dino. Sometimes it's better to run, but hey, we can put it to sleep. Wait, it doesn't work? Go to sleep! Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep. Go to sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep, go sleep. Don't sleep, go to sleep, go sleep. This is like freaking that scene from Avengers Age of Ultron. Like freaking we're trying to use our sleep status to... Oh, there we go! Into sleep. Alright, we can use one of Squall's thunders. Maybe it won't wake up. Nice. Is it... Yes! It's still asleep. Okay. Wait a sec. Oh! Why waste our own stock when we can just draw cast? And I'm gonna get my one thunder back. Oh! He's awake. Damn it. He's awake, he's awake, he's awake. Oh, shit. Did they lower the effectiveness of sleep in this version? Because on the PS1 version, it works like a charm. Oh, there he goes. Alright. I'm gonna make her use Cure. And he's awake again. Or no, he's not awake! Back to sleep. Yep, back to sleep. And we'll have her use another cure for him. Even though it might be wise to let his health get low so that he can do a limit break, but... Oh, what the hell? Now he's awake. So put it back to sleep. Good. It's gonna be a long fight, but I don't care. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Okay. There we go, asleep again. Just waiting for it to finally die. No, it looks like our strategy of just constantly putting it to sleep will at least guarantee consistent damage. So wait, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the new one, Modern Warfare 4, because that's what I'm gonna know it has, because it may as well be. It's running on a new engine. Have they said what engine? Because I know that for a very long time they used what was called the Infinity Ward engine, which the basis of the engine was a heavily modified id-Tech 3 engine that was used on Medal of Honor Allied Assault. Though, to the Call of Duty developers' credit, they were at least updating the engine over time, so that it can meet higher demands. Unlike freaking Telltale Games, where they pretty much use an outdated Telltale tool engine throughout their entire lifespan. Sure, they did plan to switch to the Unity engine, but they were freaking dead in the land of Richard before that happened. I almost want to speed this up. Well, you know, fuck this. I'm gonna speed this up. Oh, oh! There we go. Limit break time. That's still not enough? Alright, we put it to sleep again. But hey, now we can make this faster. If the Realm of Richard is a physical location, could it be featured in an RPG Maker game? Do as you wish. Do as you wish, because frickin' there's no... Honestly, none of us in our group have a physical embodiment of what the Realm of Richard looks like. Other than freaking Richard Aiken from Resident Evil 1 as its freaking Lord and God. And yes, Pokesaurus, does the dinosaur look good? I didn't kill your friend, I'm killing your friend. Right now. He's not dead yet, but he's probably gonna be. Oh. Is the dino... Oh, the dino hasn't expired yet. This is like a freaking mini-boss. Probably super boss. Oh! How is it not dead? Besides the pronated hands, he looks cool. Wow. Every time it flinches like that, it looks like it's about to die, but then it doesn't die. Some people have said that they're happy that the gunblade in this game is an actual 3D model, whereas in the original game it was like looked like a 2D sprite. You're making Kim possible in Photo Dojo? Oh my god, I used to own that game in my sister's DSi, but it is that... Oh my god! I finally killed it. Oh my god. But yeah, like I was saying, my sister's DSi doesn't exist anymore. Jesus Christ. So in free now has HP junction. Thinking we need to have him learn strength 20%. I think when I had Photo Dojo, I made a character literally using a Wii Remote and nunchuck. Alright, let's finally get a move on. Oh, another random encounter. Yeah, it's the evil plant thing. We need to draw silences. What game is that? Do you mean the game I'm playing now? If you're asking about the game I'm playing now, this is Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Recently released on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. I think it's also on Steam. It's a re-release of a PS1 game from 1999. I think 1999. Yeah, 1999. 1999. With updated visuals. And then we're gonna do a ultimate finisher. Dr. Draken will see you now. Oh no. Alright, we'll use some of her emergency supply, Quistis's emergency supply of cure. Oh my god, take 2 steps, more enemies. The twin factor. Oh no. 2 more months until I can watch Kim Possible on Disney Plus. The hell? Oh, we can't draw a blizzard. I have Disney Plus. I pre-ordered it, yeah. They had an offer where if you bought 3 years of Disney Plus in advance, you'd get 1 year for free, basically. So I did it. Right now, I have it for Kim Possible and Star Wars The Clone Wars, but I'm hoping they add Phineas and Ferb, maybe some of the 90s Marvels. I think I have to use the tissue real quick, hang on. Oh, God. That looks... yucko. Yeah, so I'm hoping they add Phineas and Ferb. I'm hoping they add the 90s Marvel cartoons. Hoping they add a lot of stuff. TV-wise, anyway. Besides, my sister will love the membership. You're gonna watch every Star Wars movie, every release. It's funny. The only Star Wars movie that remained with 20th Century was Episode 4, but now that 20th Century's part of Disney now, I guess there's no copyright on that. Disney just owns everything Star Wars now. You know, you can't beat the original Disney animated classics. Like, they have that freaking shitty-ass Mulan remake coming out. I just watched the original a few days ago. Oh my fucking god. The live-action remake, it's gonna suck. Because from what I've heard, they're removing everything that was fun from the original movie. Then don't even get me started on fucking Lion King. That shit can go screw itself. The live-action version. Like, it's funny. Sometimes I would be embarrassed to watch the original because I thought it was a little too kiddie, maybe a little bit too Like, not for tough boys like me, yeah, because middle school shnick was so fucking tough. So was elementary school shnick. But no, the live-action version just made me appreciate the original that much more. Literally, the only Disney live-action remake I had to see in the theater was Beauty and the Beast, and that's just because my entire family had me brought out to it. In China, they complain about some of the things. Wait, so did China complain about the live-action version or the original? The original, huh? In all honesty, what did they come? Okay. They claim they want to make the live-action version more authentic to Chinese history. In all honesty, what would you prefer? Being authentic to history or having a movie that's more fun? You know? Like, it's been reported that none of the songs from the original movie are going to be in it. And even, in fact, it's like a no-win situation. Even if they put the songs from the original in the live-action version, it's still gonna suck, because it's just gonna be a copy and paste of the... It's gonna be a half-hearted copy and paste of the original. Like, bottom line, they should have just... All these stupid live-action remakes, they should have just left the originals alone. Granted, we'll always have the originals, but really... is anyone gonna prefer these live-action versions? I don't think so. Oh, 3 of them. Oh, no. What the hell? Oh, looks like Adam wants to join. Let me get Adam in here, then. Oh, god damn it. Skype, listen to me. You don't think... There's our Skype ringtone, okay. Now I have to get my freaking headphones in. Let me see.
Are you sick?
Yeah, I was sick a few days ago, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
Today, it's just... like the aftermath.
Oh.
But I went to work today. I even went to work on Friday when it was... I even went to work yesterday when it was arguably worse. But I didn't want to miss a day of work.
There's this fucking banner that he shared with me.
Of course, it's Danganronpa themed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now we can... Oh, wait a sec. We can junction.
Also, I was looking at fucking this list of Game Boy Color games because I can't watch a video since I'm still uploading his fucking video.
Oh.
which is apparently taking an eternity. And I fucking see this game called Yars' Revenge. Look at this fucking picture.
What? Oh, what does it freaking look like? That doesn't.
Like, what the
That
fuck?
that looks fucking creepy as all hell. It's Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fucking. Wait, let me share the audio too. Alright. Oh no.
What the hell?
It doesn't even fit the picture!
It has to sound more like a horror movie, not freaking this happy patriotic thing. It sounds like the Game Boy is struggling.
I'm sorry, but that is not a bar of color right there. What the fuck is happening? I'm not even pressing anything, by the way.
Wow.
Well, I guess the destroyer missile is represented as a rectangle. What? Oh, what is happening?
What the fuck? Are you playing like some Atari crap here?
I'm not playing the game. This is just happening by itself. What the fuck?
Mario Fan Toy Story 2 on Game Boy Color sucks. I did own it as a kid and it sucks. Didn't even make it past the first level.
Wait, what do you... Oh, I just reset. Okay. Where are you reading from?
From my chat.
Huh? You're streaming?
Yeah, I am. Sorry I didn't tell you sooner, because that makes me know better than V-Man.
So I guess they heard everything. Cool.
Yeah, they heard every little bit. That's okay, though.
Hold on, let me get my phone so I can at least look at chat without using fucking person's account.
Alright, so, to respond to Pokesaurus, V-Man is my nickname for Vandalia. Also, only because the only other place where the V-Man nickname was used was for Vlad Plasmius, the main villain of Danny Phantom.
The fuck?
But to respond to Ryan Mann from earlier, it's very unfortunate that Battlefield Hardline was made by Visceral Games, and because it ended up being their last game, unfortunately.
The fuck? Where the fuck is your stream? How am I not able to find it?
It's on my channel.
I literally cannot find it. Even though I'm in the subscription list. Where is it? Fucking YouTube. What the fuck? It's just not showing up. What if I look up your channel manually? Because I already looked up FirePie and there's nothing there.
Yeah, I'm not doing it on FirePie, it's on my channel.
Oh yeah, good. I'm fucking subscribed to you, but it's not showing up in my subscription list. Okay.
Hang on a fucking minute. I'm gonna go on my channel and I'll put a Discord link. Because I didn't advertise this. Oh my fucking god. At least this wasn't at the point where you were leaking sensitive information. Thank God.
Yeah, I literally had no idea you had been streaming at all.
I just figured you knew since you claimed that you were gonna be watching my video.
What? When did I say something like that?
Because I would watch your video, but I'm uploading his video.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no context to this
No,
at all.
no, 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 no.
Are you talking about like just now?
Yeah, just now. Alright, well, I got the
I
link.
was
I got
no,
the link.
I was trying to look. No, okay.
Yeah.
Before I didn't know you were streaming at all. I was just fucking minding my own business, and then I thought, I have nothing better to do. Let me call Schnick, or let me see if I can call Schnick. And apparently, you've been streaming for how long now?
About an hour.
Wow.
But you were only in the call with me for like not even 10 minutes. Yeah, still, it's better than V-Man turning on the stream when freaking me and Jesse were having what we thought was a private conversation. Then 2 hours later, we realized he live streamed the whole thing. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, we definitely need Protect. Banjo and Kazooie are in Smash, and Brandon, or Brasa455, he loves them as character.
Unlike the last character that was released.
Well, I don't think anybody in America liked Dragon Quest.
I still hate his character design. Like,
I
the way he
mean,
plays looks fucking retarded.
Terry Bogart's a little bit exciting. In fact, I actually played a King of Fighters collection recently.
Honestly, the selection of characters as of recent have been, besides Banjo, honestly, I feel like they're kind of underwhelming. Because, like, for
what
me,
about Joker,
it's like,
though?
I have... Yeah, Joker was really cool, but, like, the other characters, like Hero and Terry... Well, Hero can fuck off for all I care.
Yeah, Hero
Banjo,
is...
I, for some reason, initially hated him. I don't know why. And, fucking Terry, I have literally no context to any of the games on that
I guess
system.
you could... I mean, the only character I outright hated was Hero. I mean, let's see, Joker I thought was a very surprising choice. Like, I thought it was like the perfect choice that I never thought would actually happen. Banjo and
Same.
Banjo and Kazooie was like freaking something that seemed impossible like a decade ago, but it actually happened. And then Terry, well, I can understand some people don't care because they don't know who he is, but as someone who's actually knows a lot about SNK fighting games, I think it's a decent addition.
I personally don't even understand that console.
Well,
Like, I don't know anything about it.
Well, the thing is, when the Neo Geo died out, and truth is, if you could search for like King of Fighters collections on like PS2 and all that, if you wanted to try them.
I suppose, but like, Neo Geo is just so weird to me. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel like it gives me the feeling that it's trying to emulate an arcade system. But it's also not a real console at the same time, and it's like so weird for me that like I just literally have no context for it. I don't know how else. I don't know.
Yes, Pokesaurus. What's your question? Pokesaurus,
Yeah,
what's your
Neo Geo just feels like it's trying to be an arcade system, and it's not trying to be an actual console.
I mean,
And
there's not really a whole wide
weird
variety of games on it, and yeah, it is based on arcade hardware. But, like, what if Toad from Mario got in Smash? I wouldn't believe that.
If Toad got in Smash, then that would be like one of the most underwhelming choices possible.
I mean, I'm still hoping for Dante from Devil May Cry, but we'll have to see.
Speaking of Toad, there was at one point I did see some trailer for like a mod of Smash. I don't remember what mod it was, but basically it was like Toad being put in the mod. Like literally Toad. It was weird. What's something you would describe as all style and no substance?
All style and no substance. Oh! Fucking Molly's Game, the movie. How about that?
Imagine if we got Commander Shepard. I literally have no idea who
Commander Shepard, he wouldn't fit. I don't think he would fit. I'll say this much. If Capcom were to add another character, it would have to be Dante from Devil May Cry. Like, as much as I like the Resident Evil games, I'm actually kind of disappointed that more people want a Resident Evil character than they want Dante. Like, Resident Evil just doesn't have a place in Smash, the way I see it.
Interesting choice. I'd say PETA. I don't really know how to respond.
Yeah, PETA's a laughingstock.
So is Autism Speaks.
Yeah.
There should be a Smash Bros. Clone called Cartoon Brawlers. It would feature your favorite cartoon characters like SpongeBob, Kim Possible, Homer Simpson, and Peter Griffin.
You know, we already had Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion for that. Like, freaking, it was better than Cartoon Network Battle Crashers, I'll tell you that fucking much.
And fun fact, when I was, like, a new person to Shnick's channel, that was a game that I actually suggested to him. Mm-hmm. Because he had, like, a list of choices, and I just chose that one for whatever reason.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I've made it clear I hate most modern cartoons because of the bubbly shit art style. Probably one of the more prominent cartoons to use the bubbly shit would be Steven Universe. I just thought of another reason why I really have no interest in Steven Universe. Part of it's the bubbly shit, yeah. Another part of it is I just do not find the lore interesting. I do not find the story interesting. Not to me, anyway. Zelda Link's Awakening, I'm not getting the Link's Awakening remake anytime soon.
Yeah, me neither. I'm still not a fan of it. The art... Okay, here's why. The art style kind of sucks, and the music is, from what I've heard, it's kind of meh, because... Like, here's the thing. I guess it would be kind of hard to translate how a song on the Game Boy feels to an orchestrated version, but personally, if I were to try and capture the feeling of, like, let's say the overworld theme, I would try to make it more like energetic, if that makes sense, because the way it is in the actual remake, it feels kind of calm, but it's too calm. Like, there's like no energy to it, and it's kind of just meh. But in the Game Boy version, I feel like it's a lot more energetic, that it's like more adventurous. And it's like, when you play it for the first time, or at least when I played it for the first time, you know, you have the sword search theme. I was like, alright, gotta find my fucking sword. And then you find the sword, and then it's like the music fucking pumps up to say, alright, now your adventure really starts. And in the remake, it's just kind of, you know,
let me get...
Like, it's like it doesn't care.
Is it the equivalent of Resident Evil 1 changing from the original soundtrack to the farting trumpet music?
Changing the song from an actual song to fart? was a catastrophic failure. I will say that maybe the music in the Link's Awakening remix wasn't necessarily a catastrophic failure, but personally, I'd actually argue that changing the graphics from what it could be from like you know how the 3DS Link games, wow, okay. You know how the 3DS Zelda games that were top-down looked?
Yeah.
Link's Awakening could have looked something similar to that, but better. Instead, they basically pulled the equivalent of what Resident Evil 1 did with graphics. That's how I feel about the graphics, personally. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, well...
The hell?
It's a dream thing. And it's like... Okay, that's not really an excuse for not so good graphics. But, okay, whatever you say, dude. I mean, fucking... I don't really care.
Well, a couple of things in the chat real quick. Pokesaurus, I think he said that he thinks the bubbly shit shows look nice, and honestly, if you think that, then that's fine, but I don't think it looks nice, not to me anyway. But cans without labels, yeah, that crap's nasty.
Pokesaurus did ask, what's wrong with the bubbly poop? Honestly, okay, so from what I gathered with Shnick and my own personal feelings towards what he dubs the bubbly shit, it pretty much has to do with the fact that literally every cartoon just looks the same, whereas cartoons from earlier 2000s or even earlier than that looked very distinct and different, and it was actually pretty good back then.
I mean,
like,
I'll admit, the
when you look at a screenshot of each show, you can tell, like, you can basically tell what show it is, or at the very least that it's a different show. Whereas nowadays, it's like the only way you're gonna really be able to do that is if you know who the characters are and what show. That's pretty much it. Like, you have to kind of focus a little bit on it.
I'll tell you this much, freaking some people out there try to claim, lots of people that defend the 2010s and how generic a lot of shows look will use the 1980s or 70s as an example. We're like, oh, they look more different. Admittedly, the 70s and 80s are the only decades where the generic art styles were even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, like, people will not use the 1990s or the 2000s as an argument.
And plus, here's a good question, or at least I think it's a good question. Isn't art supposed to be a creative outlet? Because, honestly, cartoons nowadays don't really reflect it.
Especially in movies, where pretty much every movie that comes out nowadays is generic computer graphic garbage.
Or, like, sometimes, even the earlier 2000s, you had, like, drastically different shows. Like, you got fucking... You had literally a show where it was just fucking 3D generated the whole time.
I mean...
And yet it still looked pretty fucking decent.
I mean, I'll tell you this much. I don't hate all cartoons nowadays, like Castlevania, Young Justice. From what I've heard, Loud House looks Loud House looks decent to me, but I've never watched it. And there's a couple of, well, Voltron's also one. And there's a couple of others, but can't really name them right now, but... Freaking... I'll tell you this much. Another problem I have is that many shows just carry the same premise. Like, freaking... From what I've heard, from what I've seen, there's quite a few shows of the bubbly shit art style are pretty much just clones of Gravity Falls. Just with, like, a different setting. Like, I put Gravity Falls itself in my marathon project, but I guarantee I'm not putting any of the rip-offs.
You know what would honestly get me to pay for a service like Netflix?
Yeah.
If it had more shows from the earlier 2000s, cartoons specifically, because then I'd be able to watch stuff that I never actually really watched, even though I could have at the time. Like fucking one of them was Invader Zim. After the after I saw the movie for it, I kind of had a lot of interest in actually wanting to watch the show. But nothing on Netflix. I don't want to bother with Hulu because Hulu is fucking garbage.
You
Uh,
are aware that Invader Zim is on Hulu, right?
okay, so I guess I'll just not use Hulu, even knowing that. Now, the reason why I will not use Hulu is because fucking their practice is bullshit. They say, "Oh, there's this price where you still have to deal with ads, and then there's this price where you don't have to deal with ads, but sometimes you actually do." And it's like,
Adam.
no, I shouldn't fucking have this bullshit when Netflix is completely ad-free in the first place. Like, what the fuck?
Adam. The Nickelodeon shows on Hulu don't have ads.
Yeah, but there's like two different things they have to pay for, or not have to,
No,
but two things you can pay for.
even with the $6 membership that makes you watch ads, the Nickelodeon shows do not have ads.
Mm, maybe the Nickelodeon shows don't, but a lot of other shows still make you. Like I was hanging out with a person I used to hang out with at one point, and me and him were watching stuff on Hulu, and we were fucking watching South Park, and we still got ads on it, even though you have to pay for that. And it's like, what the fuck?
You know,
And it's shit like that makes me not want to give them my money, because their practice, I think, is bullshit. I'd rather fucking just buy the complete series on like DVD or something than fucking pay for Hulu.
or you have
Even
my,
if you don't get ads on it.
or you have my fucking marathon project.
Or you got Invaders in?
Yeah, I have the whole series.
Well, then that's an even better solution.
I haven't put that many episodes yet, not to mention there was no Invader Zim in the Smash Tourney marathon because freaking Gas Membrane lost to Martin Mystery.
Wow.
Literally, the only thing Gaz could do is haunt him in his sleep.
Oh, I just remembered. Did Disney Plus ever come out?
It's coming out in November.
God damn, it still hasn't released. Fuck.
I freaking
Honestly, Shnick, I'm not. Honestly, Shnick, I was kind of thinking about getting Disney Plus, but then again, there's also you. So,
Why do you want Disney Plus?
well, last I checked in with Disney Plus, they said they were going to have a ton of fucking shows, like, well, basically any show they fucking had, like, almost ever. That's what I got out of it, at least.
I'm hoping stuff like Recess and whatnot get an official release through Disney Plus for the first time in like a decade. Because so many of the Disney shows that I have in my marathon project, they haven't been seen on American TV in like over 10 years.
Also, I wanted to watch, Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's gonna be on there. So is Star Wars Rebels.
Star Wars Rebels looks just, from what I understand, it's not as great of a show.
I mean, well, yeah, people say Rebels is not as good, but it's not bad either. Not to mention, it is a follow-up to the Clone Wars. And they did confirm that the Clone Wars itself is getting a 7th season. And
What?
from
How
what
are they
we...
doing that?
Huh?
How is the Clone Wars getting a seventh season
They're
now?
making it. They're making it for Disney Plus.
What? How is that gonna work? Are they just gonna go
The
back to that time period, or?
Yeah, they are. Like, the thing is, the original Clone Wars series kind of ended on an unresolved cliffhanger of sorts because, well, the Disney's buyout of Star Wars happened when the show was in production, and Disney basically canceled the series after the fifth season. A sixth season got released of episodes that were completed at that time, but then they had to basically end the series unresolved. So the seventh season, from what I've heard, is basically supposed to wrap it up. Like, from what we understand, the seventh season could very well basically be a direct lead into Rebels. Like, it might, like, the biggest hope people have is that the seventh season ends with Order 66 being enacted. And with, like, the events of Episode 3 occurring concurrently with it.
Yeah.
But the trailer we have, I'm at least hoping, only show like the first couple of episodes. But I think there's supposed to be a Phineas and Ferb movie getting made for Disney Plus. I'm hoping that means the original series will be put up there.
Wow.
Because I'd like to see Phineas and
Well,
Ferb
I don't know
again.
why they wouldn't put it up there.
I mean, it's definitely
Seems like
possible because, I mean, Phineas and Ferb is one of those shows that Disney still gives a damn about because you actually can buy it on iTunes and all that.
Wow.
Not to mention, there's a spin-off. Well, not a spin-off, but like a show set in the same universe called Milo Murphy's Law.
Hmm.
Which actually had a Phineas and Ferb crossover at one point.
How many marathons have you made so far?
I'm on number 20. Which is the Smash Brothers one.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking
Wow. 20 fucking marathons. Jesus.
20 at 12 hours each. Freaking 12 times 20. Like, that's approximately almost 300 hours of content.
I don't know why, but I feel like it's been a year since you started that project. Am I right?
It's
or...
been more than a year. Like, I think the very first one... Well, it was January 2018 when the thought came to my mind. But then I didn't actually make one till June of 2018. Like, freaking 10 of them were made this summer alone. Almost.
Yeah.
Because I finally wrapped up the 10th one, which took a freaking eon to edit. Because of the docuseries. This one's... The Smash one's taken a little while to edit. Well, not nearly as long, but... In fact, I could actually wrap it up today after I finish this.
Wow.
It's probably better for me to wrap it up sooner rather than later. Then, of course, when I get to number 25, that might be the first marathon to be in 3 parts, because I'm gonna stick every single Christmas episode from all the shows I have. In fact, should I do episodes of holidays that aren't Christmas, like Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all that? Because if I followed that rule, Rugrats would get 4 holiday episodes.
Really? 4?
Yeah, there was... The original Christmas episode, the Santa Experience, which was a half-hour long instead of two 11-minute stories. Then there was Babies in Toyland, which was a newer Christmas episode Rugrats made. That was 40 minutes long. And then there was a Hanukkah episode, and then there was a Kwanzaa episode. In fact, the Hanukkah episode was one of the episodes that got the show revived. Just look at that PS2 level character model. Much better than the original PS1 version.
This is on PS2?
PS4. This is a remaster of the game on PS4.
Which one?
Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh.
It's a remaster of a PS1 game.
The fuck, the background is animated. That's weird.
Oh, look at this.
That looks so strange. Oh my god. Now that I just realized the fucking character models are character models, but then the background was literally just fucking hand-drawn or something.
Well, yeah, the Final Fantasy games on PS1 use pre-rendered backgrounds, like the Resident Evil games.
Oh my god, that's weird.
Oh my god, everybody has thunder.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, a storm came through here.
Oh, did the storm blow you away?
No, I'm not as thin as a twig like Jesse, sorry. You know, fucking one time I talked to him, and I don't know how this got brought up, but he fucking, he told me how apparently I sat on him during the Colorado break. And I literally don't remember doing that at
I'm
all.
the one that sat on him during the Colorado trip.
He said he said you did that too, but he was also saying that I did that too. And I'm like, what?
I remember his reaction, like, he was, like, freaking the second time, he was like, "Argh!"
I still don't remember fucking that shit. Oh, wait. Wait, am I getting fucking memories? Excuse? Wait, I don't know. Maybe. Okay. I feel like maybe it happened, but it's like so fucking foggy that I don't know. Okay, you know what? Yeah, it may or may not have happened for me sitting on him. Like, I don't even fucking remember. Holy shit. Maybe I should have recorded a lot more during our trip.
Did you even look at the footage you recorded?
I think I did, but not like that much, because it was like fresh out of the trip when I looked at it, and I was like, oh yeah, I know what happened, so whatever. No, I never put any of it in a video, by the way. Like, I didn't make it.
Some of the videos I recorded, I uploaded privately on my YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to make them public, I could, but...
I honestly do want to do a road trip next time, though.
You want to do a road trip, like, you actually want to drive from Phoenix to Denver.
I want to, but I don't know if that's going to be a possibility or not. I feel like it might be actually too soon for me to accomplish that, unless I get a second job, perhaps, but I don't know. That would take a lot of money. Yeah. And plus, it probably wouldn't be the best idea anyways, because my truck is a gas guzzler, so I would fucking be paying a lot of money for gas, and that's just going to be a bitch to deal with.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, I want to do a road trip at some point, to Colorado and back, but I just don't know if my truck is going to be the best vehicle for the job. Unless I get a ton of money and fucking save up that much, but I don't know. Might just be better just getting a plane ticket again. Like, the only reason why I would do it is just to do it, not to, like, be... I don't know what I'm saying, actually. I think I'm just sounding stupid. And plus, didn't you say you wanted to do that with me as well?
I mean, back when you thought you were going to be moving out of Phoenix. So
Admittedly,
soon.
Admittedly, yeah, that was probably jumping the gun when I did say that, but...
Yeah, I mean, because, if you finally manage to do it, my suggestion was to fly to Phoenix to see what it's like for you there, and then when frickin' you decide to move back to, like, Denver, that frickin' I would accompany you to, like, help you out with, like, the move or something, but that's probably not gonna be for a couple of years, and thank God, too, because because it's better for you to take a while and build everything up.
Yeah. Honestly, I still don't know what exactly I want to do in my life right now. I feel like that I'm just lost.
Really?
Literally, I feel like I'm stuck because, like, my problem is that I still to this day do not want to go to college because of reasons that I have probably said a million times. And, I'll say one reason, though. One reason is because I feel like it's going to end up being a money pit for me. And I do not want to get caught in debt because, from what I understand, that is the worst possible position that you can be in. And even for me, not having my own place, I still feel like that would be the worst position to be in. So, knowing that information, I don't want to go to college. But society makes me feel as though that it's the only way. I feel like I can't get anywhere with my current main job, which is working at the school cafeteria, because it's still $11 an hour, still $4 or 4 hours a day. That's not a lot of money. Like about $420 a paycheck. Yeah, that's not a lot of money. So, saving money with that kind of paycheck would take fucking years to get anywhere, and that's just not a favorable position for me. My options would basically be getting a second job with minimum wage, or attempting to get a second job with a higher paying position. But as of right now, the only fucking way I feel like I can get a higher paying position is if I were a manager somewhere. And that's pretty much the only way I can see any progress, because trying to get anything anywhere else is going to require some more kind of education that isn't necessarily a college education, but still would take a lot of fucking effort and money as well. And money is something I do not have, so that is not good for me.
Wah, wah.
I mean, like, obviously, yeah, I'm not like fucking
Oh,
bankrupt. It's not like
God.
I'm gonna go homeless, but you know, it's fucking.
I screwed myself.
You know, fucking. Even though I'm not gonna go bankrupt or homeless or anything, I still don't have a lot of money. $420 an hour still, or wow, okay, I keep mixing up my words. $420. God damn it! Why do I want to say $420 an hour? That is not the money I make. $420 a paycheck is not a lot. 4 hours a day is not a lot of hours. Yeah, I just don't know what to do right now. Trying to look at things that I could do just makes me feel like that I don't want to do it, and I just get nowhere. So yeah, I'm not really sure.
Hmm.
The only thing I really felt like could have been a viable option was video editing, but it seems like that's more of a freelance thing, and uh, I think the market is just way too competitive, and I just don't really want to get into that.
I
Trying to
mean,
trying to find information for that area of work in the first place was such a pain in the ass for me that took a lot out of me anyways. But
Sat.
knowing the information I do now just makes me not even want to bother and just do it as a hobby instead.
I mean, honestly, like that one Recess episode I showed you, like sometimes you might be really good at something, but then you do it for fun. So, like, if you switch to doing it as a career, then it's like, what are you gonna do for fun?
Mm, I'm not sure. I
I
guess
mean,
it's just
and
doesn't
I mean,
think of
there's
it.
a couple of things because I studied for video editing too, but there's a variety of reasons why I didn't make it. Like, well, to respond to Ryan Mann quickly, Family Guy Back to the Multiverse, it's a generic game. Far better than the PS2 game, though. Far fucking better. But, anyways, yeah, like with me in video editing, like, the internship I ended up doing for video editing, it really didn't get me anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really didn't get me anywhere because more or less I just interned for my college campus. Um and really all it gave me was one video project, and even then they ended up re-editing my cut of the video to fit their needs. So it basically gave me one less project to use on a demo reel. In fact, they didn't even bother to tell me that they were re-editing it or anything.
Wow.
There's that, and you say that you can hardly find information of where to get a video job. From what I can tell, the only way it gets easy is if you actually manage to get into the industry, because lots of information on jobs is pretty much insiders only.
Well, see, that's the thing though. Like, what I meant by information was just employment stuff and like how to get into the industry. But that was the problem. I couldn't find any positions for a video editor. I couldn't find any information for getting into the industry other than freelancing. And like, it was so bad. Like, there was so little ways to get into the industry that even trying to find a video editing position for a news station was just impossible. There was no fucking listing for a position whatsoever. Like, not, oh, we have this listing up, but it's unavailable. No, there's just nothing. You don't have a listing for it. That's how bad it is. And it's like, if I can't find anything for a news station, then I'm not going to be able to fucking find shit. But I don't know. That's just the Phoenix area. I don't know what it's like for other areas, but for
I'll
my
tell
area, it's just non-existent.
Adam, you know something that's a little tragic?
What?
For me, there's plenty of video editing positions that get posted.
Wow.
Think about it. There's not a huge amount of video editing jobs that get posted here, but it's a consistent amount. Like, you get, like, maybe 30 listings a month, maybe. Think about that.
Wow.
I
That's
was
insane.
I was applying to them for several months. Didn't literally only one. Like during my job search last year, only one video editing job contacted me for an interview. One.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And even then, fucking, when they spoke to me over the phone, they were basically expecting me to be a god among video editors. And they never called me back for an in-person interview. The reality of the fucking video editing industry is that they seem to only want to take in people that are gods among video editors. Like, freaking, from what my college professor taught me, what most interview processes for video editing jobs is basically they'll sit you down in front of, like, Adobe Premiere or Final Cut, and they'll basically tell you to cut together clips. If you don't do it fast enough, or if you cut it in, like, the wrong way or something, you're disqualified.
What the fuck?
But, yeah, honestly, I'm happy I don't have a video editing job, because, in all honesty, the hours would have been long, the pay probably wouldn't have been good. And another thing, I don't like the video editing industry right now. I just don't, like, you have me. My marathons are mostly stuff from, like, a decade or 2 decades ago. Like, you think I have problems with today's cartoons? I have a shitload of problems with today's live-action programs.
Live-action programs, I feel, were always shit. I always felt like they were trash, no matter what. Like, if you say that, oh, cartoons nowadays are the same, that's pretty much how I've always felt with live action shows. Though, there are some exceptions, because I feel like there's exceptions to everything. One of those exceptions I can think of off the top of my head, and probably the only one I can think of, is a show called That 90s Show. I thought that was a genuinely funny show at times.
Wow.
I'll
tell you this much, I fucking hate TV comedies, and I used to love the Arrowverse, but I really started to hate it down the line. I mean, I do feature a handful of live-action shows in the marathons themselves. Like, the only ones I've featured so far are Drake and Josh, Are You Afraid of the Dark, and Power Rangers. And even then, Power Rangers is basically a live-action cartoon.
Wow. Also, I just remembered something that my dad told me earlier tonight.
What?
So we were talking about random stuff, and I think I brought it up, and I was like, you know, I've seen, like, on Windows computers, they still have options for dial-up, and it's like, I don't know why that would still be an option. And he said, oh, well, it's probably for people that are up in the mountains where they can't get that kind of, or can't get regular internet service up there, so they use dial-up. And I'm like, okay, well, that sounds like that would suck, because, you know, it's so fucking slow. And my dad's like, yeah, but, you know, after all these years, they probably improved it. And I'm like, okay, but I've seen a video of someone trying to use it on a YouTube video, and it's still fucking slow as hell. And I also told him how, honestly, I don't think that dial-up is that, like, is any better than it was back then. If anything, I think dial-up ended up getting worse, because nowadays it has to load even more fucking complex shit on web pages than when it was back then. And, like, I honestly think that dial-up back in the day, when it was in its prime, was actually faster than if you try to use it today. Only because of the more complex stuff that web pages have. Whereas back then, the websites were much simpler. So, there's that. And that's assuming that dial-up can even load anything at all. Like, I don't even know if it's fucking compatible, but, like, I've literally seen options on, like, even Windows 10. Windows 7 and Windows 10. I've seen dial-up options, and I just don't get it. I don't know why it's there. It looks ridiculous.
Yo, the fucking dinosaur! God.
What about the dinosaur?
The fucking dinosaur, I have to fight it in the damn woods. What? Is fucking Jurassic Park right outside the freaking Balam Garden?
Shnick, just have Pokesaurus take care of it for you.
Yeah, he's gonna put it in a reservation. He's probably gonna play Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Pokesaurus has a job. He can shell out money for that heavily expensive game.
What?
Yeah, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis on the PS2 and Xbox is a rare game. I mean, the PS2 version's a lot more common, but the Xbox version, have fun.
Wow.
Have fun trying to find it.
I forgot to ask, did you see that video of the fucking new Nintendo Fitness game? I don't know what it was called.
No, I thought you were gonna ask me if I saw Jesse and Brandon's sacrifice video in Smash 4, and yes, I did.
I saw that when it was live.
Oh my god! Like they call it Dragon Ball Z. What that was sacrifice.
I've never seen that happen with two Falcos, only with two Marios. And that shit happened with me and Jesse, like, fucking almost all the time in Smash 4.
Very convenient that the only time you've ever seen it was with Mario.
How is it convenient?
Because Mario Maker's sacrifice.
I don't get the joke.
You don't remember my first Mario Maker stream where freaking I freaking ran straight into Bowser, took a hit to pass him, and I yelled sacrifice?
I vaguely remember that. I could see it happening. Shnick, you should know I have some trouble remembering shit like that.
Oh, come on.
I'm sure that if Brandon watched that stream, he would have fucking remembered that. Because he says he remembers the most, like, random of things. And knowing him and what he's told me he remembered, yes, he does remember the most random fucking things imaginable. Like, it's retarded.
You know what, next time Brandon's here, I will ask him if he remembers the freaking sacrifice part. I mean, I'll tell you this, like, months later, after the fact, when I played Mario Maker again. In fact, I think it was during the same stream where freaking the end of our connection with V-Man happened. Freaking, I think I played the very same level where the sacrifice happened, except I actually managed to get past it without freaking charging into Bowser, and freaking I was like, oh, no sacrifice, and Brandon just burst out laughing.
Wow. Also, a quick side note, this fucking video I'm trying to upload is literally taking fucking forever.
How long did he make that video?
I think it was about 40 minutes.
Oh, God.
I didn't really pay attention, but it was around 40 minutes. Might have been 48, actually. Wait, why am I guesstimating this? I have the file. Oh my god, why am I stupid?
Oh, wait a sec.
Why am I like this? Okay, come on, give me the fucking details, please.
It's gonna take more of a fucking eon to get this frickin' dino killed.
It was 45 minutes.
Oh.
And 40 seconds. So yeah.
You know, I still need to upload that video I recorded me playing Mario Maker 2.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I recorded one where you were watching me play some Mario Maker 2 levels you and Jesse made. And well, you got some shnick reactions out of it.
Yeah, this fucking... I've been, like, trying to get this video done since, like, around 5 o'clock, I think. And it's 9:51 now. So, let's see, it's been about 5 hours. And I'm still not done. Not even close. Because it's at 38%. It's at 39. Okay, it's at 39%. And YouTube tells me it's going to be another 2 hours and 4 minutes until this fucker is done uploading.
Wow.
I didn't upload it yesterday because I fucking got too distracted and I just fucking didn't end up doing it. I'm like, oh, well, fuck. And then I did it today, and I didn't know it was going to take this fucking long. I thought it was gonna be like, you know, usually it takes a while to fucking export and upload this shit, but, like, tonight has been especially long. Like, it's unusually long tonight. I don't know why. I'm not even sure if it's gonna be able to upload by midnight. It might be around midnight or past that. At the rate this is going.
Oh, wait a fucking minute. I have to use something. I forgot about the magic lamp. And yes, this is fucking Aladdin. And Pokesource is triggered over me killing his friend again. Alright, there, magic lamp. Oh, God. Yeah, this is not a fight where we can fuck around.
Going back to Nintendo's Fitness thing, though, so you said you didn't see any of that?
I mean, I saw their weird bracelet thing. Their teaser.
No, it wasn't just the ankle bracelet. It was also like a fucking hula hoop too small to even fit around an adult body looking thing. Fucking
wow.
Squeeze or something. Like, I don't know, it was a circular thing.
And then Mario.
Like, you saw the teaser trailer, but then they also released the actual fucking trailer for it. And basically, the whole premise is it's not Wii Fit or Switch Fit. It's fucking... It's like an adventure game, basically. And, it's an RPG, right?
Yeah.
So, you know how you do attacks?
How?
By doing fucking exercises.
Exercise!
I'm not even kidding, by the way. Like, you do a variety of exercises as attacks. Nice.
Wow.
All I heard from Skype was, ah! So yeah, fucking literally just doing attacks by exercising, basically. For some reason, yoga stuff is actually just attacks and not, like, healing or something, which is kind of strange, because you'd think yoga would be a perfect thing for healing, or defense up or something, but no, it's not. yoga attacks are still attacks for some reason. So I have no idea how you're supposed to heal. You move around by running in place, and it seems like that when you move around in the overworld, it's a set path, so you can't like actually move around, it looks like. You have to just kind of go with where the game wants you to go, so it's kind of on rails, it seems like. Here's my main concern with the game, though. Like, I do want to genuinely, unironically get it, just to see what it's like, because I did that with Wii Fit, and then never again. So I want to do it with this one, because it's, like, drastically different from what they've been doing with fitness games. And my main concern with this one is, what's gonna happen if you beat the adventure mode? If there even is an end to it. Like, if there's an end to it, what do you do from that point? Because, I mean, like, there's a quick play thing where it, like, makes you do some stuff, but it's not, like... It doesn't really look like something you do every day, from what I remember, unless I just am stupid. But, like, I don't know what you do after the story mode. That's my main concern. Once the story mode is over, what exactly do you do? Do you just leave the game alone, or is there a thing that you can still do, or what? So yeah. I mean, at most, maybe there's like a challenge mode where the game is somehow harder. But I'm not sure.
Huh.
I also do want to stream it so I can show people my fucking dumbass. But here's the problem I have with streaming that game if I were to get it. I don't know how I would go about streaming, because the biggest problem... Well, okay, originally my biggest problem was if I was going to do it in my room, I'd have to clean up the floor. But recently I was forced to do that anyways, and now my floor is literally completely cleaned up. So I can actually like lay down on the floor if I want to. But my other main problems is, number one, the biggest screen that I could possibly use for myself would be the projector. Unfortunately, projectors fucking produce a ton of heat. So, not only that, but where I would be standing has to be where the heat vent is. So basically, hot air would be blowing towards me while I'm exercising. Yeah, that sounds really fucking fun, doesn't it? The only other option I have would be to use my small TV, but the only way I could reliably use it is if I relocate it to the different end of my room. And my computer setup is not on that side of the room, so I'm pretty much fuckered there. And my only other option I could possibly think of is relocating everything to the living room. Because I can't use my laptop because it's a piece of shit now for some reason. It just became a piece of shit one day after I got my new computer. I don't know what the fuck happened, but laptop ain't gonna be an option. I would have to use my fucking computer. I don't know how I would hook that up. And I would have to do it on a day where I'm home alone on top of that. So, yeah. Fucking big problems. I mean, it might be possible for me to use the TV where it is, but I'd have to, like, carefully set it up. But even then, I don't know how well it would work out. And there's also a bunch of other issues that I would have, but the ones I talked about were the biggest ones. Where it would basically make or break the whole thing. At least the game isn't like overly expensive. It's like $80.
$80 bucks? 80?
I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. Like, comparing that with like other Nintendo games where it includes other stuff, specifically when it comes to controller stuff, Nintendo is overpricing their controller shit, but With this game, only an extra $20. That doesn't sound that bad in comparison to what they have done in the past.
Uh, okay, let's get abilities. Nice.
Oh yeah, Schneck. Did I ever tell you any updates about my fucking youth group bullshit?
No. Did you quit?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
I fucking quit the group. I was thinking about it for the week, and towards like Tuesday, I believe, uh, I thought about it, and then I realized that why am I even trying to bother doing that fucking thing that I was gonna do if it's like if they don't care to begin with, and I had the experience, why am I even trying to do anything? So before I put in too much effort for the whole thing, I gave up on it and didn't waste my time any more than I needed to. And I told my dad, my mom was in the kitchen, so she was basically listening in too. And luckily, they both support my decision. The only thing my dad really said about it was that he will be disappointed that there will be one less thing that we do now. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it is disappointing, but, at the end of the day, I shouldn't be wasting my time with people that don't give a shit about me. So,
I mean, you could try to find another thing to do that's free in your spare time.
uh, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna do any more stuff with churches unless I have to, where it's a family matter kind of thing. Because, like, the only person in my family that I know that would do something church-wise would be my aunt, which she was a choir member of a church that I volunteered at one point. And, if she were to be a choir singer at another church at one point, then we would probably end up watching that, but that doesn't. I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I guess this means that my Sundays are freed up in the evening.
Wow. Wow. Oh my god.
You know what sucks too?
What?
One of the people that's in the youth group, I let him years ago borrow a couple different games, and he let me borrow uh, also a couple different games, and we never traded back. So,
Oh. What
uh,
games did you give to him?
Kirby Planet Robobot, which I had a 100% save file on, and then Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, which I didn't really play too much.
Just those two?
Yeah, and the thing with me and other people's games is it seems like that if I borrow something from them, like if they offer to let me borrow something with them and I take it, I don't seem to really touch it. Like, I don't know why, but I just don't feel like I should be playing it for some reason. So that basically means the two games I have from that dude, I literally never played them, but I at the very least made sure I wasn't gonna lose them.
What
So I
were
still
the
know where they're
games
at.
he
I can still grab them.
What were the games he gave you?
Uh, okay, the first one he gave me, uh, I don't know what it's called, but I believe it was the one before Planet Robobot.
Oh.
The one with fucking Magic Bean or something. And then, was it Triple Deluxe? Was it called Triple Deluxe? It might have been. And then the other game, I think it was Little Big Planet. I don't know which one though. It was a Little Big Planet game. That's all I know. And I literally never played either of those two games.
Well, I used to...
So I wonder if I'm ever gonna get the two games I did once I'm back.
Huh.
Because it's been years.
Ryan Man's trying to talk
literally...
to you about Planet Robobot.
Oh, he is? Oh, sorry. Susie's favorite character in Kirby Robot. Oh, yeah. I don't really have a favorite character personally, but I feel like Planet Robobot was like the first Kirby game I really, really enjoyed. I played others too, and the other ones I did play, which was Dreamland, I believe it's called Dreamland, the first
Return
Kirby
to
game.
Dreamland.
No,
Or the very
I
first
believe
Kirby game, yeah,
the
that would be
the very first one, the original one.
back when Kirby was gray.
Yeah, that one. And then I also played Kirby's Adventure. I played both of those games to completion. I think I basically equivalently 100%ed Dreamland. And with Adventure, I just beat it. Didn't really do anything else. I also did a Let's Play on Kirby's Squeak Squad. And all I did was complete it. I was going to 100%, but I kind of just gave up, so I didn't really bother.
Hey, at least you 100%ing the game was voluntary.
It originally was, and then I decided not to voluntarily do it anymore and not do it at all.
Yeah, and you didn't have some freaking... You didn't have some guy telling you, oh, I don't want to 100% this game. No, you're 100%ing it.
Yeah. I played a bit of Kirby Superstar Ultra and the original Superstar. I never really beat either of those games, and that entry in the Kirby series is like really awkward for me. Let's see, did I play any others? I played a little bit of I don't know what it's called. It's the Kirby Golf one on the SNES.
I think Dream Course, I think.
Yeah, that one. I played a little bit of that one, and it was alright, but nothing interesting for me. Like, it's only okay. Oh yeah, I played Kirby Star Allies to normal completion, and that sucked. That one was honestly a pretty big downgrade from the last game, which was Robobot. Did I play any others? I might have played a demo of a Kirby game that came from the Nintendo channel on the Wii, but I'm not sure. Or wait, no, well, there might have been two demos or one demo. I know I played a demo of Kirby's Mass Attack, which was on the Nintendo channel, but I don't know if there was another demo for another Kirby game or what. I wonder if those demos are actually lost now.
They're not in the Lost Media Wiki.
I wonder if you can even get them though, because they were downloadable content from the Nintendo channel, but it was like a temporary ROM. So I'm not sure. Well,
Well,
I
you
don't know.
know, it's funny. Supposedly, the only lost media I'm aware of relating to the Wii is the Wii boot up disc, where apparently some very, very early versions of the Wii needed a startup disc in order to boot up the OS.
Hmm.
And it was reported that some of the very first Wii's put in stores may have come with the disc, but it's not confirmed. But the only games that I'm aware of that were lost media on like a downloadable service would have to be Genesis games on the Sega channel. I mean, well, some of them, like Mega Man The Wily Wars, have been found, but that's because I think Mega Man The Wily Wars was released physically in, like, Japan and Europe. I think that's, like, the only reason that game's still around. And Ryan, man, are you talking about the Switch game they made recently?
Super Kirby Clash. I think that was the most recent one.
Oh, wow. Wow. You know, freaking. It really fucking sucks that the city of Final Fantasy NT had to get rid of most of the single player content. Because you know something I just realized? Freaking, when I was a kid, I really did not like games that were in a medieval fantasy setting. I don't know why. I think I think very recently I realized that it was because many of them I felt were generic back then. And it's funny. Fantasy style stories that are Western made, I feel like many of them just heavily like stuff like Game of Thrones, EverQuest, freaking Baldur's Gate, World of Warcraft. I feel like so many of them just feel like an alternative version of Lord of the Rings. Like, I don't know, I just feel like they're not that interesting for some reason. I mean, well, of course I like Lord of the Rings, but it's not like one of my favorite things ever. I don't know, it feels like fantasy stories made by Japanese developers, like Final Fantasy and Dark Souls, like they're at least a bit more interesting with me. Then again, the thing with the Final Fantasy games is that, number one, they're not always in a fantasy setting. Sometimes they're in, like, modern day or the future with, like, fantasy elements. But, like, even the ones that are medieval fantasy, like, they make a distinct world with every game. Like, admittedly, the earlier Final Fantasy games are a lot more generic, but then, like, starting with 6, they started to become a lot more distinct. Anyways, Adam, what are you doing?
Uh, just looking at something.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
What is it? Something that's not good?
Uh, you'd hope, but no.
Oh, so it's a good thing.
No, it's just nothing really.
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, I was just looking to see if there was like ROMs of the fucking Nintendo Channel DS demos were available, but it seems like you can't get them.
So they should be in the Lost Media Wiki.
I guess. I'm not really sure.
Oh no. World famous Ogros. Oh no, did Adam just cease to exist?
Temporarily.
Temporarily, oh no. Well, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go. Maybe another 10 minutes or so, and then I want to get back to editing marathon number 20.
And meanwhile, this fucking video went from 39% to 51%.
That's not much.
Now it says an hour and 38 minutes remaining.
Wow. I mean, obviously when I'm marathon editing, I can stay in a Skype call and all that.
I tried messaging Jesse earlier to see if he was still at Brandon's house, and I literally got no response. I messaged him at 9:52. And I just messaged Brandon asking if he's still with him.
Oh. Brandon was in the stream earlier, but he was only in chat. He just basically told me, have fun. Because, I mean, well, I know he doesn't give a shit about this game, or like anything Square Enix made.
Including Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I guess you could say the freaking burnout that freaking Vandelia made me go through made me care a lot less about the series. It's not that I hate it nowadays, like, I still like it, but wouldn't call it a favorite series or anything.
Okay, now I gotta actually not exist for a while because I gotta use the bathroom.
Oh. Go on your golden toilet.
And hope that a sewer cockroach doesn't climb up my ass.
And hope that fucking Shrek doesn't show up, kill the cockroach, squeeze the jelly from your eyes, and make himself a roach and jelly sandwich.
And that's assuming it didn't crawl up my ass by then.
If it did crawl up your ass, then he'd have to make all of you a sandwich. I don't know. Freaking. Then again, my diseased body from when I was sick like a few days ago, that would have been more viable for a meal fit for an ogre. I don't even know why people claim selfie is censored. Frickin' she looks fine. Honestly, I'm kind of through with people getting fed up over very mild censorship of stuff. I mean, I do... Like, funny thing is, I remember the Get Woke, Go Broke page in the Awesome Games Wiki. It used to say that freaking the PlayStation 5 was not going to sell well just because Sony censored a couple of fan service games. Thankfully, the current version of the page does not say that anymore, and quite frankly, I'm happy it doesn't. Saying that an entire system was going to fail just because of a couple of fan service games being censored, that's a little bit ridiculous. Honestly, there's a couple of... Honestly, there's... The thing with Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo is that none of them are perfect. Like, they each have made a bunch of mistakes, like, over the years. And I'll say this much, Sony, there are a bunch more other reasons that disclaim... Like, to claim the PlayStation 5 won't sell well... There's a bunch of other reasons you can find that are more valid than, oh, a couple of fan service games are censored. Like, for Sony's reluctance to incorporate crossplay. That's a more valid reason to give. I mean, they're a bit more open to it recently, but still not quite there yet. Do we really need a PlayStation 5? I guess we do. I mean, they announced the PlayStation 5 is getting made, and they also confirmed the next Xbox is getting made. Won't be until 2020, though. Kind of want to wait for Adam to get back before I end this. Then again, at the same time, I don't really have anything. I mean, I don't know if I want to end this or not. I mean, I do want to edit my marathon. Am I a Godzilla fan? Haven't really watched anything Godzilla related. I mean, my introduction to the character was through the frickin' 1998 in-name only movie. And I do have the Destroy All Monsters Melee on the frickin' Xbox. Have I seen your art in the Discord? Hang on. Oh, and here's the only other character in the game we can rename besides Squall, but because we can't rename the other party members, just keep her at default. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, I see some of this art. Like, freaking, you have a Godzilla photo right beneath Jesse's sketch of Burger Man. By the way, Jesse's freaking Burger Man sketch is one of the best things ever. Oh my god. The Babbo. How long am I gonna do this for? Probably not too much longer. Because I got some other stuff I want to do off stream. Bye, Shnick. Thanks for having me over. Bye-bye. What? What, you were over at my house at one point? You know, Pokesaurus, I did take that drawing home with me, and I still have it with me. You know what? Hang on. I think I'm about done with this game, actually. Let me put the screen back to normal. Look at that. That's my profile image. These are the games I've played very recently. Look at that shitty game that I played very recently. Oh no. And then these are... Look, here's my freaking Mulan Blu-ray disc I was watching a few days ago. Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. I think that'll do for the stream today. Not sure if I'll keep playing Final Fantasy VIII, or if maybe I'll try Final Fantasy IX, or even 7. Admittedly, I am a bit tempted to play 7, so that I can say that I did a full Let's Play on the game when Vandalia didn't. But, I don't know. But, yeah, I'll see everybody later.